So, hello my dear students. Hope you all are doing well. Myself Tanujan from Lovely Public School, Peti Vihar, and today we are here with a new topic, that is data handling. So first of all, we should know what is a data handling and where can we use this in our daily life. First of all, we should know about the data. What is our data? Any information you gathered from your surroundings, that is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information, is your data. Suppose if I ask the number of students present here their names, if I start writing their names on the board, like you can see the example, the collection of all the names of the students present here will be the data, will be the name data of this class. Another example I can take, the age of their students. This will be our age data. We can take one more example, like marks they obtained in the maths. This can be the another data. So any kind of information we collect is your data. So now we get to know about the data. Now we will know about how to handle the data. Handle the data means to how can we organize the data, because to read any data, to simplify any data, we should have the organized data. It will be easy to recognize or analyze the data. So first of all, we should know the one more term. The example which you are seeing here, this is your unorganized form of data. You can see we have just written the names this is not in any order. This is just randomly. So this data is known as your raw data. So raw data is the unorganized form of the data. Okay, let's move on to the next point, the types of the data. Actually, there are two types of data. First one, primary data, and second one is your secondary data. First, I will take an example, then I will tell the definition of these two data. Suppose like your teacher in the morning takes attendance. That is your one-to-one communication. She takes a roll number and you will give your attendance. But from the outsider, someone wants to know the present students of this class. They will not come in your class and count or ask who is present, who is not present. They can check from this from the ERP, from the internet. So now move to the types. As I give the example, attendance taken by teacher is your primary data, means when the data collected directly from the source. Teacher collected the data, collected the attendance directly from the student, that is why it is your primary data. And like someone from the outsider wants to know the attendance, they will check the ERP, that is your external source. So when data collected from the external source is your secondary data. Okay, now we should know about the contents of the data. You can see there was an example of the name data. So data, each entry in a data, one person named like Rahul, next is Rohan, next is Riya. These are the entries of the data and we call them as the observations. Each entry in a data is known as observation. Next term is in this chapter is your frequency. Frequency is actually the number of times something is repeated. Let's take an example. If I asked the ages of this class, ages of the class 6th, so there will be, I think, many students of the age 11. Suppose there are 7 students of age 11. So age 11 is actually your variable, but how many students there are of the age 11? 7. So 7 will be this frequency. So frequency is actually the number of times of a repeating of any event. We can take one more example. Suppose there are students who likes the maths most. Suppose there are 20 students in the class. So 20 students, 20 will be the frequency of the student who like the maths. Okay. Now move on to the types of data and means how can we organize data, how can we represent data. First method is your tabular form, which we call as the frequency table. We already understood the meaning of the frequency. Now let's make the frequency table. Suppose, let's take one more example, because example is the easiest way to get any topic. Suppose we ask the students about their favorite color and we restrict the options from the orange, blue and the green. Okay. Now we will started taking observations from the student which color they like most, and we will started recording this in the data. As you can see here, in this it is in an unorganized form. Actually in the table we have just written the colors they liked. This is not the organized, so this is your raw data and colors are the observations here. As we have seen from the example, we have collected the data with the colors orange, blue and green. So I have taken some materials which can be easily available in the classroom, like orange pen, blue pen and the green pen to denote the orange, blue and green color. Okay, as you have seen from the data, our first color is orange. So I will put a chalk in front of the orange color. Next number you can see is your blue. So I will put another chalk in the front of the blue color. That is your tally. Next color you can see is your green. So this is your another tally mark. Okay, next color as you can see is your orange. So I will put another chalk here to represent the another vertical bar, tally bar for the orange color. Another color is again your orange. You can see from the data. Next data is your blue. Then next color is your green. Now see, here is the another color is orange. So now we have approached the orange color 4 times. You can see from the data, another color is also your orange. So now I will put a chalk diagonally here on this because it represents the 5 set. Whenever we approached a number, we approach data 5th time, we will cross the tally mark with the diagonal and it will always be from the left to right. Okay, is it clear? That means you will cut a tally with your diagonal mark and this represents your 5 set. That means till now I have approached the orange color 5 times. You can see from the data, another color is again your orange. So I will put another chalk here in front of the orange. But now we will not touch, we will not disturb this 5 set. This first is represent your tally mark of the 5 data, that is a 1 set. 6th time when as I have approached, so I will put a chalk here in front of the orange color. You can see as I have approached a number, next is your blue, this will be your another this, next will be your another blue again. So this is your tally marks. That means this is a representation, this is the way of doing the organized data. This is your tally marks. Again I am saying this chalk will be your vertical bar, and whenever I will approach a number 5th time, a number means a data 5th time, I will cut the tally with bar diagonally and it will always be from the left to right. As we have seen, we have done the tally marks. We have used tally marks to represent data in this tabular form. You can see the final answer here. We represented the unorganized data, raw data into an organized data, which is actually known as your frequency table. You can see we have done this very nicely. We organized this data in the tabular form. Okay, let's move on to the next topic, that is your pictograph. Picto means your pictures. That means when you represent data using pictures. Pictures can be anything like symbols, your picture, your photograph, cutted photograph, anything. So when we represent data using pictures is called your pictograph. Okay, let's take an example. Like I have taken an example. Number of chocolates a student has. Suppose there are 5 students. I have represented the student with the letters A, B, C, D and E. And you can see at the right corner, top right corner, I have noted that one circle here represents your 10 chocolates. This is your unit system. That one circle represents your 10 chocolates. Now you can see from the pictograph, from the table here, that in front of the student A, there is only one circle. That means student A has One circle means 10 chocolates. Student A has 10 chocolates. You can see from the picture. B, in front of the B student, there are two circles. That means 10 for the one circle, 10 for the another circle. That means 20 chocolates. Student B has in all 20 chocolates. Now you can see in front of the student C, there are two full circles and one half circle. So what does it represent by this half circle? Actually, your one circle represents your 10 chocolates. So one half circle will represent your 5 chocolates. We divide this by exactly half, divide by 2. So student C has 2 full circles, that means 10 plus 10, and one half circle means 5. In all student C there are 25 chocolates. In front of the student D there are 4 circles. Easy, it is 40 chocolates. In front of the student E there are 7 circles. That means there are total 70 chocolates. So this is the way of representing data in the form of pictures. Actually it is also creative also. We can represent data using pictures. It's very easy to read and it is very easy to organize this into the simpler form. Okay, so in this session what we have done, we have read about the data, how to organize data, types of data, that means primary data, secondary data, and frequency table. What we have done in the frequency table, we have organized data using tally marks. What was your tally marks? Tally marks is actually your vertical bar. Tally is a vertical bar. We use this vertical bar to represent the data. Another one and the last one, we have done a pictograph. In pictograph we have represent data using pictures. So I think we all have learned how to represent data. This is the very interesting and the easy topic you all have learned, hopefully. So let's end this session today. I hope you all got this very nicely and you will learn this creatively. Thank you.